Okay, in this video, we want to find the volume of the region beneath the surface, z equals xy plus 10, and above the polar region where r is between 2 and 4, and theta is between 0 and 2 pi. So the first thing that we should do, our first step here, will be to sketch our region so that we can figure out how to set up our double integral. So let's sketch R, and this is going to be, of course, on the xy plane. And we see here that r is between 2 and 4, and theta is between 0 and 2 pi. So we actually have a circle first. When r is 2, a circle of radius 2. And when r is 4, we'll have a circle of radius 4. Sorry about these circles. And so this is the region that we're interested in. And our surface is above this region. So we have 2 less than or equal to r less than or equal to 4, and theta less than or equal to 2 pi greater than or equal to 0. Our second step is to change our function to polar coordinates. So let's do that. So let's change z, or f of xy, to polar coordinates. And to do that, we can use our identities that help us relate polar coordinates to rectangular coordinates. And so we've got that x is equal to r cosine theta, and y is r sine theta. And so since our function z is x times y plus 10, we can rewrite z as r cosine theta times r sine theta, x times y, plus 10, which gives us r squared cosine theta sine theta plus 10. Okay, at this point we're ready to set up our integral, our two integrals. So let's go ahead and set that up, and then we will evaluate the integral. So let's do our setup, and we see that our angle will go from 0 to 2 pi, and our radius, r, will go from 2 to 4 to get the region in between the two circles. Our function in polar coordinates is r squared cosine theta, cosine theta sine theta plus 10 times r dr d theta, which is our area element. So that's the area differential dA. Let's go ahead and distribute r so that we get the integral from 0 to 2 pi, integral from 2 to 4, and when we distribute r, we'll have an r cubed cosine theta sine theta plus 10 times r. And then this is going to be dr d theta. So we are ready to evaluate our integral, and that's our fourth step. Let's evaluate. And our first integral, we will hold theta constant and integrate with respect to r. So this will give us r to the 4 over 4 times cosine theta sine theta plus 10r squared over 2, which becomes 5r squared. And then we will need to apply the fundamental theorem of calculus when we integrate from 2 to 4 for r. And then after we do that, we will integrate with respect to theta. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply the fundamental theorem of calculus. When r is 4, this is going to give us 4 to the 4th divided by 4. One of the 4's cancels, so it's 4 cubed, which is 64 cosine theta sine theta plus 16 times 5, so 4 squared is 16 times 5, which is 80. And then we subtract what we get when we put 2 in place of r. 2 to the 4th is 16. 16 over 4 is 4, so we have a minus 4 cosine theta sine theta plus minus, sorry about that, I'm going to go ahead and distribute the minus. So minus, when we put r and square it, that's 4. 4 times 5 is 20. And this will be an integral with respect to theta. Let's combine like terms. So we have integral from 0 to 2 pi. 64 cosine theta sine theta minus 4 cosine theta sine theta gives us 60 cosine theta sine theta. And then plus 80 minus 20, which is plus 60 d theta. Okay, now we can integrate with respect to theta. So for the first integral, we can do a u substitution. We could also use a double angle formula, but I'm going to go ahead and do a u sub and let u be sine theta. Then du is cosine theta d theta, and so this will be the integral of 60 u du. So that'll be 60u squared over 2, or 30 u squared, where u was sine theta. All right, and when we integrate 60, that's just going to be 60 theta. We could have factored out a 60. That might have made things a little bit easier here, but I'm already on this track, so I'm going to keep going. So we have the integral from 0 to 2 pi. Oh, I'm integrating already. Hold on one second. Since we've already integrated, we'll have a 30 u squared, where u was sine, so 30 sine squared theta plus 60 theta, and theta will go from 0 to 2 pi. When we put 2 pi in place of theta, sine of 2 pi is 0, so the first term will give us a 0, and we'll have a 60 times 2 pi, and then we subtract what we get when we put in 0. Sine of 0 is 0, 60 times 0 is 0, so our answer will be 120 pi. And that is the value of our integral, which in this case represents the volume beneath our surface and within the annulus, the area between the two circles.